Blessed be y'all. This is Jen Fremont. I have an interesting thing here. This is a poem that I wrote a few months ago here. It tries to put into words some of the stuff that I've done in my magical practice here. And I think probably some of you will understand, and unfortunately, those who do not understand, you'll just have to experience it so that you will. I don't know. A lot of stuff, I find that if I do succeed in putting it down into words somehow, it often diminishes the meaning of it. And I can no longer hold on to the feeling, which is the understanding. But at the same time, I feel compelled to do so. The artwork that I put up there is kind of it was an attempt at that time. That was back in 2014. It was an attempt to draw some of the stuff that I had seen and kind of bring it to life, so to speak. That's why I picked that. And the stone there is something that I used a lot in my practice. It was part of my kit when I did tarot readings. Because amethyst is something that gives life. It's something that can absorb the other energies and change them into things that are useful. And I've always found that especially of use when I do tarot. Often people would come up to me and I had that, and I had a tiger jasper sphere that I always put on my table, and both of those would help calm people down, especially if they were very anxious about getting a reading. And often I would just hand them that and say, hold on to this, and they would take a breath and feel better. So actually that item has been handled by many people, but to me it represents something that can be changed for the good no matter what the energy is. And it seemed appropriate for this. And like I said, if you don't understand, I'm sorry you don't understand. You'll just have to keep practicing, and someday you probably will. Or you will have your own story that you can't put into words because it's only a feeling. The understanding is a feeling. This is called Before Dust. I stand on a cliff with no name. I feel the wind of manifestation across my cheeks and look into the abyss with tears in my eyes. They are joyous and sorrowful, sweet and salty, hateful and loving. I see what was, what is, what will be, one and forever as I am changed. How could I not be? How could, I am mad, I am sane in the same breath of infinity. I see how tiny is reality. I see Alpha is Omega in the blink of an eye, my eye, your eye. The I am that spoke to Moses on high in the universe into being. I cannot go back to the beliefs of my past. They turn to dust like the wise ones of old, like I will also and have someday. There There it does not end. Another will seek and seek until he finds. He will find when he finds he will become troubled because he knows all are lies. Even knowing that, he goes on to be astonished and to master the all within, made from dust of those who have come before and those who are some day, standing on the cliff with no name, before and after time, to feel the wind of manifestation across their faces. Hallelujah and amen. Yeah, when I read that, it brings a tear to eye. It's very emotional just to read what I wrote, because it says so much and how things are so different than what we think they are, and how malleable they are, how things can be changed in the blink of an eye. And yes, someday somebody will come behind me. Someday maybe somebody will find this video, if it's still on the internet, if they haven't wiped everything off the internet except mindless cat videos. You know, like the Demolition Man. Everything that's, quote, bad for you is illegal. But I can only hope that if this is something that is of value to people, that somebody would record it and it would end up in the underground somewhere. That those people who hide but yet study would find it. This is Jen Freemind. Blessed be y'all.